Question. I run a $27 book funnel into my $2,200 program for burnout nurses, and my front end goes or does great. But my email sequence between the book and the call booking gets almost no clicks. It feels like the bridge is broken. How long should that sequence be, and what goes in it? Okay, great question. I love it. So usually what you want to do is to get people on the call as quickly as possible, and ideally when they are excited about this. So what many people do with book funnels is you have your book here, your low ticket offer, then you have your upsell offer here. In between there are some bump offers, of course, some additional stuff, and then usually your thank you page is a book a call page. But you don't phrase it like, oh, I have a really great high ticket offer for you, book a call here. No, you phrase it, this is kind of like an onboarding call where you help people to get going, and basically you diagnose what they need to do in order to not being burnout nurse, and basically help them going. So you phrase it this way, and people will start booking calls. Ideally, what you want to do, like 20% of those people will book a call. So if your funnel goes well and you got like 20% book a call ratio here, fantastic, like problem solved. But it's not just about that. What would I do next? So that would be probably first step. I would optimize for this. Second step would be quite simple. Your goal is to help people consume your content as much as possible. Okay? Because once they buy a book, they usually that's what many people do with books. They fall in love with a book, they buy it, they open it, and it's like 200 pages. Like, I'll do it. I'll start reading it tomorrow, and then tomorrow, and then tomorrow. Like, there are a lot of books. How many do you think I read? Like, unfortunately, not all of them, but some of them are masterpieces. And I remember I bought a book. I didn't read it when I bought it. I read it like 2 years later, and I thought like, wow, I shouldn't have read this book like when I bought it. It's so amazing. But that's our human nature. We postpone the things. So your goal in that funnel is, once they buy a book, is to motivate them to read a book. Okay, so give them some rules, set the rules that helps them to go through the process. So what do we do? Very quickly, you can offer them a reward, and give them a deadline. And you can say, like, look, on the thank you page, or here after the book a call page, you can have another like rules page. So once they book a call, they are redirected to that page. Or once they, if they don't book a call, they are say click no thank you, they will be redirected to this page. And on this page, you say, congratulations, you bought a book. This is 1 minute read the sales page, and you start like, I hate when you bought this book because you want to solve the problem. But I hate when people buy a book and put it on a shelf and it collects dust and it does nothing for them. You didn't sign up for that. So that's why this program is different, or this book funnel is different. Here's what I'm gonna do. I promise to myself that I do everything in my power to help you consume the content as fast as possible so you can implement it and get the problem solved. So in that case, I have a reward for you. My reward is a program, is part of this is the video from my higher ticket program. It solves this and this and this problem. And you need to find something that they really want, they're excited about. But the rules are, you will get the reward if you consume the book in 5 days and do like a short assignment, like comment below something. And if you do it in 5 days, you will get the book. If you don't do it in 5 days, you will never get this reward. Okay? And now you have two options. I don't like the rules. I want a refund. People almost never ask for a refund when you phrase it this way. And you say like, you say something like, okay, no problem. I refund your money immediately because my goal is to do everything that is my power to help you consume the content. And I will use deadlines and rewards and motivation to keep you going. And if it means a couple of refunds, screw it. If you phrase it like this, that section, you'll get very low refund rate. Like average refund rate is like 5 to 10% on low ticket offers. Our refund rate with that phrasing is like below 2%. Okay? Because now people feel like, oh, you are here to help. Okay, so it even lowers an average refund rate. it's kind of like counterintuitive. You offer them refund, but it actually lowers your refund rate because now people feel like you are here to help them. Okay, you do this, and then if that's you, like send me a link. I give you a refund. If that's but if you are like, yeah, I love the rules, let's do it, you give them here's how to start, and you give them like a link. And what happens next, you send them, you give them or send them a couple of emails. Let's say your deadline is 5 days, so every day you send them 5 emails, and kind of like the idea of that email, the subject line of the email is still countdown, like 5 days left, 4 days left, 3 days left, and so on. And each email is about like 1 or 2 sentences what they will learn in the book, or in your course. But more importantly, rephrasing again the same thing. Like, you sign up for the results, you need to get the results, and I do everything in my power to help you get there. So that's why you have 5 days to get the reward. And you keep repeating that. And if you don't know how to phrase it, ask ChatGPT. Like, this is the same structure of each email. Just use different words, different stories, different angles, and say the same thing like 5 times. And that makes people going. And at the end of each email, you can have a PS, like, if you struggle and you really want to solve the problem, you can book a call. Okay, and that would be the process. So just to wrap it up, first idea, have a thank you page. On the thank you page, there is a call, book a call. Okay, then have a second idea, have a rules page where you explain the rules and you motivate people to go there. You offer them clearly a refund if they don't agree with the rules, so you give them the autonomy. But if you phrase it like, I will do everything in my power to help you get the results, and I will use deadlines and deadlines and rewards and everything, it will help you going and actually solve the problem, that refund call to action lowers your refund rate, which is insane just to think about. Okay? And then you use your emails to, again, have a call to action, but more importantly, help them to go through the process. And if people feel like, yeah, you are actually helping me to go through the process, they will start believing you more, and it builds trust and it increases your conversion rates as well.
And one more thing. If you are a coach or a service provider or a course creator and you want to see how I replaced sales calls with a simple reward video that helped me get more than 160 high-ticket clients, I'm happy to show you how and how you can use it in your business. Just click the link below in the description and see you there.